Sorry about that. Had a distraction come through. What I was saying was I had to be willing to sacrifice what I thought was the easiest, what I thought was the most efficient way of getting money and providing for my family. And I had to tap into, I had to be open to source providing via different resources. And as, like I said, as up and down as that has looked this last year, I'm here. I've been provided for. Some people will say, oh, that's spoiled. Oh, that's lazy. Lazy? Ha 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 ha. Lazy. No, that's me putting my energy where my energy is supposed to go. Where is my energy supposed to go? Being available when these babies wake up in the middle of the night because of bad dreams and because of visions and because of downloads that they're receiving. Being able and available to educate them myself and not depend on what somebody else deems is important for them to know and learn. Pouring my energy into being able to provide nutrition for my family and not being so tired at the end of the day that I just run and go grab some fast food real quick. You are out of order. What's up? Huh? Yes. Even this. Yes. I am recording this. This recording cannot be my priority. There's a time and a place for everything. And when it's a time to sit down and be quiet, it's a time to sit down and be quiet. However, it's also my responsibility to understand I've been recording for 20 minutes now. We're 2 and 4. And 12. Where did the 12-year-old go?
She's in the house.
Ask her to come back out here. Find somebody else to play with. You have to be able to trust Source and understand that Source is capable of providing through many different resources, not just the ones you're familiar with, not just the ones somebody's told you works, not just like, but until you tap into yourself and you align with yourself. Aligning with yourself is aligning with your source, your natural source. You can choose whatever you choose, but you're an organic being. So to align with yourself is to align with your source. And then you begin to trust and understand that what you need is going to come, period. And what's interesting is when I initially did that, or there were times throughout the year where I was worried that something wasn't going to come through. I was frustrated that it wasn't happening the way it was supposed to be happening. Bills were piling up because it's not like they was getting paid every month. Such is life. When I got to the point of where I stopped asking for help, where I stopped expecting Source to provide via people, then doors started opening up that I didn't even expect to open up. And different means of making money, getting money started to fall into my lap. And no matter how big or how small it was what I needed whenever I needed it. But quitting my job and asking somebody to help me on my bills every month, that also was not the way Source wanted to provide for. Like, Source really wanted me to see. Yeah, all of that. And so it's just interesting that all I had to do was begin to align with the desires of my heart and know that Source was going to provide it, because Source knows my heart. Align with the desires of my heart. To align with the desire, I had to align what I wanted with what I needed. A lot of people I'll talk to about food or nutrition, and they'll be, ooh, I don't like vegetables. Them hot Cheetos are killing you.
I'm going in the house to go water.
You're going in the house to what? Okay. The hot Cheetos are killing you, though. But I don't like vegetables. We have nothing else to talk about. Because at some point, you are going to have to figure out what it's going to take for you to start liking vegetables if vegetables is the thing that's going to heal your body. I don't want to give up pork. Well, it's killing you. I don't have any shame in saying that out loud. It is killing you. It is not benefiting your body in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It really does trip me out to see believers who feel a certain way about the lifestyle I'm choosing to live right now, but will completely overlook scripture telling you not to eat pork, amongst other things, but we're talking about pork right now. The Old Testament teaches that, but Old Testament, Jesus died on the cross. New law, that's the old law. That's real cute in your justification. Jesus dying on the cross, quote unquote, has nothing to do with the fact that a pig does not have sweat glands. Has nothing to do with the fact that pigs eat any and every freaking thing they possibly can, like scavengers. It does not have anything to do with the fact that they don't have a detoxification system to purge the toxins and bullshit out of their system. Therefore, when you're eating and consuming it, you are eating and consuming all of the bullshit that comes with the pig. There was a reason instructions were given on what kind of food to eat and not eat. But because our flesh, this 3D, this shit here, the distractions have become such a priority, we won't even take truth for what it is anymore. And I understand it. I won't accept it. Not for myself and not from anybody else, especially those that I love. So if that's what you choose to do, which I already know is more than half of my people, I love y'all. I'm not shitting on y'all. I'm giving y'all truth. You ain't helping yourself. And there's no amount of herbs or anything else you can do that's going to save you from you. You have to do that. Oh, God's going to heal me. He already did. We were sitting over here today and baby girl said, oh, look, it's a yellow flower. Yeah, baby, that's a dandelion. A dandelion? Yes. Most people will call it a weed. Not realizing that dandelions are they are yellow. Dandelions are some of the most potent herbs that you can find on the planet. And your yard is overflowed with them year after year. But because somebody told you the yellow weeds will take away from the prettiness of your grass, or the yellow weeds will do, you don't even know that you have some of the most powerful medicinal properties growing right in your backyard. Dandelions, good for your kidneys. Don't get me wet. Dandelions, excellent as a kidney detox. Like, so many different benefits that come from it, and we just cut it down because somebody told us, or because that's what we used to do. Almost like the old story, or however you want to put it, where mama would be making a roast and will cut the ends off of the roast. And the daughter said, Mom, why you cut the ends off of your roast? And she said, I don't know. That's what my mama did. And then she goes to her mama and she says, Mama, why you cut the ends off of your roast? Oh, baby, because my pan wasn't big enough. You doing stuff and don't even know why you doing it. And then want to say, I'm waiting on the Lord. The Lord is already giving you everything that you need for health, for life, for strength. But we don't want to tap into source. We want to do what's comfortable for us. I would rather take medicine for my blood pressure than to stop eating freaking pork every day. What are we doing exactly? What are you expecting exactly? But until you tap into source, until you tap into yourself, until you sit down in your own shit, till you sit in your shit.
Mommy,
You won't be tired of your shit. You will continue to justify your shit. And your shit will continue to intoxicate and kill you. Your shit, my shit, all of it is shit. We all have to deal with it. So don't feel like I am. Actually, you feel however you want to feel, to be completely honest. It's not my goal to pass judgment on anybody but myself. Yes, I am judging myself. I am in this position because growing up, Chris would not eat anything on Thanksgiving but ham and macaroni and cheese. You ain't seen me eat ham. I'm going to tear some macaroni and cheese up. Don't play with me. I'm also going to do what I'm supposed to do to detox my body. Say what? My 12-year-old just said every time we go to Memphis and we eat, because we have to eat when we're on the road, we have to come home and do a major detox. And I'm talking myself, my 12-year-old, the 4-year-old, and the 2-year-old. I don't care how you feel about their weight. I don't care how you feel about how much they're eating or not eating. If bullshit is the option to eat, nigga, I will fast before I put some of that shit in my body. And understanding that nobody is perfect, and some stuff you put in your body is not going to be beneficial. Be mindful that what you put in your body has to come out of your body, and do the work to get it out of your body. Don't wet her up. It's not that hot. Jeez. They will try you. They will try you. It is kind of warm, but it ain't that hot. You're playing. Stop getting wet. So the point of all of this is you have to tap into source. You have to tap into source, and you have to be real with yourself in order to tap into source. Going and laying at somebody's altar don't mean nothing if you're not doing any self-reflecting. Niggas do communion every single Sunday, and they just go through the prayer and the song. I just heard that song. Communion. I love you, Jazz. We do communion every single Sunday and don't even do the self-reflecting part. The part of when he went to the cross and shed his blood, like that was his physical. That was him having to die to his physical in order to tap into his greater purpose. He was beyond the physical, and the physical was no longer serving him. For whatever, now look, we can go on and on and on about God giving his only son and this, that, and the other. I'll be honest with you, a lot of times I feel like that. A lot of times I feel like the shit that I'm going through right now is for the birds. But I realize that all of the pain, all of the disappointment, all of the anxiety, all of the fear, all of that shit that I'm having to face, I'm coming up out of it. And by me coming up out of it, I can sit in front of you and say, you don't have to sit in your shit no more. Somebody's got to be the model. What is it that you're modeling to people? And if you're not, what are you doing? Now, granted, I'm not talking to you about anything that I have not experienced or processed or had to deal with on my own. Again, I ate ham and bacon, like whatever, pork, like, yeah. Even the smell of, well, depends on the day, but sometimes the smell of it is like, woo, boy, I could go for some ribs. Sometimes looking at y'all posting stuff is like, that seems kind of, Now when I taste it now, I can't, because gratitude. I do not enjoy pork anymore. As much as tempting as it might be at times, still, I know for a fact I don't enjoy it, because I've put myself in a position, I've reprogrammed my mind to understand that when I'm eating certain shit, that's literally what I'm eating. Shrimp is another thing. Shrimp queen. Bayou shrimp pasta from O'Charlie's. A couple of y'all already know I would be so crazy about it. I would literally count the shrimp in my pasta, and if they was one or two short, you was finna bring me a whole serving. Do you hear me? But now I can put some shrimp in my mouth and might not even be able to finish it. Just because when it goes in my mouth, I'm realizing what it is that I'm consuming. Now, that makes eating very difficult for me sometimes. That makes enjoying food very difficult for me sometimes. But when I realize that I am eating for nutrition and not for pleasure, I get over that shit and I eat what I need to eat for myself and not for my pleasure. Hell, I can go find pleasure somewhere else. I do not have to consume the shit that's killing me in order to enjoy this here life. YOLO, you only live once. That's cute. Who told you that? This was not supposed to go that far down this tangent. I was not expecting to, but then again, I never am. Whoever the message is for, you got it. I got mine, so I'm sure you got yours. Continuing. And so you may begin to relax. Let me go back. You will never cease to be. Let me stop there again. You will never cease to be. If you're here experiencing this life, for whatever reason you're experiencing it, what you do will go with you. What you do now will go with you for eternity. Some people believe in heaven and hell. I'm not necessarily one of those people. I do believe in eternity, though. I do believe that my spirit is eternal, and I do believe that this experience is for a purpose. And if I only pursue what brings pleasure to my flesh, I am out of balance and I'm not taking care and nurturing my spirit. And if my spirit is what is eternal, why am I wasting my time and energy satisfying my flesh? The flip side to that is when I attend to my spirit, my flesh is gratified. I don't look for food to bring pleasure to me anymore like it once did, because it ain't always about that. Food for me right now is to strengthen this vessel, this temple. It is to strengthen, it is to cleanse, it is to build this temple that is housing my spirit, because my spirit has work to do. So I don't look to food to do that for me. Do I still find pleasure in food sometimes? Hey, His grace is sufficient. Yes. Man, a couple weeks ago, I had this thing called a walnut burger. If you ain't had a walnut burger before, hey, baby. Huh? You know about walnut burgers? Oops. Oops. Kennedy, will you come get the card that just fell over here? I had a walnut burger, and it had like sauteed and grilled onions and peppers on it, and I don't even know, did it have cheese? I don't even know that it had cheese. I don't even remember. What I do know is that my soul said yes to the walnut burger that I experienced the other day. Gratitude for the sister that provided me with that walnut burger, because that was quite pleasurable.
This is 7.
That does say 7. Good job. 7. Completion. Another video, another time. So yeah, I do find gratification from here, but that's not the goal when I get ready to eat. I don't eat so that I can go to sleep. You eat so that you can get the energy. Your body can get the energy it needs to do whatever it is that it needs. Uh-oh, I just lost that card. At least my baby said it was 7, so I should be able to find it. What? The crayons are melting? It's not that hot out here. You can put them up. Shout out to the brother that said broken crayons still color. Bought a whole bag of crayons, and little baby decided she wanted to snap all of them, snatching paper off of it and all that kind of stuff. So when I got ready to color today, my OCD was like, I don't even want to color because these crayons are not whole. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Broken crayons still color. I'm still sitting in front of you talking. Go sit down. Broken crayons still color. So don't let nobody try to tell you or convince you you need to wait until you're this or you're that before you start being who it is you know you're supposed to be. Broken crayons still color. And you continue to pursue your healing, you will continue to grow in your purpose and who you are. This video is getting long too. Source will never stop answering your desires, and your expansion is therefore eternal. There's no limit. There's no limit. And whoever told you there was a limit, they lied. They lied, and they likely told you that for their own benefit. So be aware of what people are saying to you, what people are speaking to you. Be aware so that you will know what to accept and what not to accept. Be aware so that you will know what to agree with, because as soon as you agree with what somebody has put out there and offered you, that becomes your truth. Shout out to the sister that told me and recommended the 4 agreements. Actually, it's 2 sisters, one sister and one of my mentors. Read the 4 agreements. As soon as you agree to some bullshit somebody said, oh girl, you ain't, how you gonna get money and take care of your family if you don't work a job? Don't worry about it. It wasn't a conference call. I got the vision. I got the message. I don't agree to that. I don't agree to I'm going to suffer or I'm going to struggle, because fuck that. Will not. And so you begin to relax. If in this moment there's something you desire that has not come to fruition. I told y'all yesterday, when I came back to Indy, I came back here planning to pack up my house and dip. And that was a week ago.